Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Roeh Love, and I'm here with a Zodiac spill report for the Zodiac. This is your weekly horoscope for the week of September 29th to October 5th. Now, I know you're probably like, what? That's off. But here on my platform, the first day of the week is Monday, and Sunday is the seventh day. That's just the way that I do things. There's no reason for it. It's just the way that I feel comfortable. So that is why the first day of the week is starting with the 29th and ending with the 5th for this weekly horoscope. Now, before I dive in, I want you to know that when you hear these messages, you should be reading for your sun, your moon, and your rising star. If you don't know your time of birth, use 12 noon as an approximation. And you can generate your birth chart for free at astro.com. Now, I don't want to hold you up anymore, okay? So let's get into it. All right. Now, for Aries, partnerships and close bonds are front and center. So pay attention to how others mirror you. Career feels like it might be a little bit demanding early on in your work life, but support is going to be coming through your allies. So make sure that you're working together with others very well, Aries. Make sure that you play nice, because if not, it'll feel like everyone's challenging you. And by the week's end, rest and solitude will refill your tank. So don't get burned out, because rest is coming. All right. Now for Taurus, your daily routine and your health is requesting for you to have balance. All right. Travel or study opportunities are going to be opening up in your mind mid-week, and then your career progress will take a turn through unexpected opportunities. So stay on the lookout. And friends and community will be lifting you higher by the week's end. Okay, so if you feel isolated or you feel like you're alone, don't worry about it. Support is coming through. Now, Gemini, your creative spark and your romantic energy are alive right now. So just lean into being happy, lean into joy, hunt the good stuff. All right, because deep emotions will stir in the middle of the week, and this will prompt reflection on intimacy and shared finances. Okay, so the expansion of your vision will follow with career progress illuminated by compassion. All right. Now, Cancer, we all know that home and family ground you. All right. This is your area, and your partnerships may demand compromise this week. Okay. Right in the middle of the week, to be specific. And then out of nowhere, unexpected turns in intimacy will bring breakthroughs. So by the end of the week, spiritual growth and new truths will be pulling you forward. Something that you didn't see before is going to be revealed, and it's going to help you make the decisions for your next step. Now, Leo, communication and expression will be center stage this week. Your work and health matters will weigh heavy at first, but new energy will be flowing in to your relationship, to the relationship aspect of your life. Okay. And later on in the week, you'll experience deeper intimacy, and you're going to be asked to let go of what you've outgrown. Okay. So specifically people and partners. Okay. If you have outgrown them, Leo, let them go, because they're about to be ripped up out of your life anyway. Virgo, this week for you, money and values stabilize, while creativity and love bring joy in the middle of the week. All right. So innovation will be flowing into your routines and work. So don't be too rigid. I know you're an earth side, and I know you like to stay grounded, but don't be too rigid, because this innovation is going to require you to change some things just a little bit. All right. Don't freak out, but it's going to happen. All right. And by the end of the week, compassion will soften up in your partnerships, and the bonds that you have will strengthen. So if you feel like you've been dealing with your significant other, your partner, your loved ones, and they have not been understanding you, they've been very rigid, they're not willing to bend or try to understand who you are, that is going to change by the end of the week. Now, Libra, This is your season, all right? This is your season. The sun is in Libra right now. And for you, self-expression shines. Your family and your home matters are going to be weighing on your mind heavily this week. But you will find creative ways to manage that. You will have a creative breakthrough when it comes to this area of your life. And by the weekend, your daily rhythm will become a tool for healing and service. So yes, you are wanting to make everyone happy. You're wanting to find a balance between what you want and what others want. And specifically this week, you'll be able to find the happy medium. Okay? Now, Scorpio, you may be craving solitude and rest. All right? But there are going to be some very important conversations that are going to happen this week. And it is going to shift at home and spark change. All right? Now, creativity and romance are entering by the end of the week, but this creativity and romance specifically is supposed to connect you to joy. So if it doesn't make you happy, if this is not something that brings you joy, don't mistake one for the other, because there's a lot of counterfeit when it comes to this area of life. You know what I'm talking about with romance, okay? Make sure that the romance is not toxic, because it's supposed to be making you happy. It's not supposed to be bringing you down. Sagittarius, right now, for you, it's friends and community. Like, this is what's highlighting your path. Your finances are going to demand attention early. Like, you're going to need to budget first before you go splurging, before you go out, before you do anything recreational. Prioritize your finances first, okay? And shortly after that, if you've been feeling stuck, fresh ideas are going to spark later on in the week. And by the weekend, you'll be receiving, like home and family support to bring you comfort and help you with your emotions so they can flow freely, okay? So your support system really is like being at home and spending time with family this weekend. That's what's going to ground you from what's about to happen, the beginning and the middle of the end of this week. Capricorn. Career and recognition are taking the spotlight this week, okay? Your personal needs feel so much louder than they usually are by the middle of the week, and then money and resources will shift unexpectedly for you. Now, by the weekend, your words and your thoughts will change, and you'll find yourself being more compassionate and healing towards others and those around you. Aquarius, your horizons are widening. Learning, travel, and vision are all calling you right now. Now, solitude was going to help you recharge early in the week, so spend as much time in your peace that you possibly can, because later your emotions are going to align with your sense of self. And by the weekend, money and values will receive intuitive clarity, okay? By the weekend, what you want to do with yourself financially and where you want to go will be made clear to you. So be on the lookout for that. That could come in the form of you watching a movie and somebody says a line, or you listening to the radio and you hear something someone says, or it seems like the divine is speaking to you through someone else, or just a dream, or angel numbers. So just be on the lookout for that. And last but not least, Pisces. Hey, Pisces. Pisces, for you, your horizons are widening, and you're leaning more into like transformational that runs deep, okay? And this week is calling for you to release what no longer serves you. All right. Now, friends and groups are going to provide grounding this week, but just be careful of who you call your friend. And while private intuition and insights are going to open up for you in your dreams, by the weekend, your identity will feel renewed and you'll be extremely sensitive to everything around you. So make sure that your empathic abilities do not get overloaded. Do not be the sponge. Try to sympathize instead of empathize, because if you don't, you could find yourself drained. All right? Now, this was your Zodiac spill for the week, and you know that I'm going to be back next week with another one. I am going to be dropping these every Monday at 7 a.m. right here on Patreon, okay? If you want a deeper reading and you would like to connect with me, be sure to visit my website, www.roehlove.com. That's www.roehlove.com. And that is the only way that you can book an appointment with me. So please do not ever be scammed online with where you can find Roeh Love, because you can definitely find me there. And I will never reach out to you for a reading. I will never reach out to you for a reading. I will always be reached through that website. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave it at the bottom. And I will see y'all next week.